How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be talking about Creepshow, the television series, Season 1, Episode 1. This is Gray Matter and House of the Head. This is directed by John Harrison and Greg Nicotero. Like I said, two shows in this one. It's an hour-long show, but they're back-to-back double episodes. Gray Matter, it's this rainy night in this old town, and a kid walks in a yellow raincoat to get a case of beer for his dad. However, they start to think that something's up. This kid's a little too skinny, maybe he's not being properly fed, and it looks like something's going on. And he eventually does say that, yeah, his father is up to something, which prompts the local sheriff and this other guy who's just hanging out in the store to go and see what's up. Meanwhile, the kid stays behind with the lady who runs the business, actually played by Adrienne Barbeau, and the sheriff that runs off is actually played by Tobin. So you get a classic 80s horror actress and Jigsaw himself, so it's always nice to see. But anyway, the kid talks to Adrienne Barbeau and explains this strange tale that's happened, and it cuts to this flashback. You see, the kid's mom has died, and both of them aren't taking it too well. The dad turns to alcoholism, and he starts to being not able to work, where it's taking over his life, and he's, only earning money from, drinking contest and staying home and watching the TV. And, it's really sad, but it gets even worse when a strange alien substance starts to seep in and take over him. Kind of a metaphor for the alcoholism, but also being this strange substance. This is based on a Stephen King short story from way back in Night Shift, which is amongst his earliest collections, and you would start to see, him kind of being autobiographical, talking about his alcoholism, and this is one of those, and it's this good old creepy story, and in regards to the strange alien goo, if you are fans of creature feature effects, just go ahead and stick this one out to the ending to get a pretty cool creature. Up next is House of the Head, and you get this young girl. I think she's actually the same girl that plays Judith on The Walking Dead now, and she has a good, nice family, mom, dad, and her, and in her bedroom she has a dollhouse, which has a doll version of a really nice family. She calls them the Smiths. And the doll family is a mom, a dad, a boy, and a little dog. But one day she opens up her dollhouse to find a severed head in there. And each time she opens it up after that, she finds the figures in different positions being terrorized by this tiny little head, and she tries to help out as best as she can, but the figures really, all this stuff is only happening when she's not looking, but she'll try to do things like give them stuff or have a, put in something to try to help them, but every time she opens it, it's like the progression, a different freeze frame of a horror movie, and she doesn't really know what she can do. Now, the first one was a Stephen King story from Night Shift. I think this one's original, but I can't be 100% sure on that because there's so many Stephen King stories. So if this is based on something, just leave a comment down below and tell me. But anyway, this is albeit kind of cheesy, this is a fun little story that, I didn't really have too much of an idea where it was going. I mean, you get the basic beats, but, to see a horror movie play out in a girl's dollhouse was an interesting and fun concept, and it's kind of silly, and it does have, kind of, the original Creepshow movies are kind of manic energy, and that is one thing. about the show, and this is just judging by the pilot, the original Creepshow movies were more manic and crazy, but this is still pretty good. I mean, especially we're recovering from Creepshow 3, and this is a step in the right direction. It's pretty good. I mean, not as good as the first two movies, but still really good. And you can tell a lot of people really care about this. I mean, you have, first of all, the involvement of Stephen King again, which was great because he was, absent from Creepshow 3. If only Romero was still alive and we could have had influence from him as well. But Stephen King being back and adapting some of his short stories, which are classic grade A material, is great to see. And there's fun little Easter eggs, like in Gray Matter you get a brief glimpse of an alternate version of the Grady twins from The Shining. Unfortunately, they're over 10 million different Urs, and these girls can't seem to catch a break on any Earth. And in the other one, in the dollhouse, you got to see like little miniature versions of the crate from the first Creepshow movie was stuck in the attic, and there's a little miniature version of the wooden Native American from Creepshow 2. So there are little things that are really nice and let you know that the creators of the show are fans themselves and they're wanting to make something really good. And yeah, so this is just judging based on the first episode, but it looks like there's going to be a lot of good stuff in this series. There's only 6 episodes in this show, so it's going to be kind of a shorter first season, but I'm really excited for this. Now, I'm going to buy the show when it comes out on DVD. I don't have a million different streaming services. Actually, behind these here, these are all Shudder original DVDs from Walmart. And I still am, but this was actually on AMC. And I don't know if AMC is going to feature more of these, or if it's just one episode is kind of like a free sample. But yeah, I just was going through Sling and found this on AMC, and I guess Greg Nicotero has good relations with AMC, right? But if AMC puts out more of these episodes, I'll review them as they come out there. But I'll pick it up when it comes to DVD. So what I'm saying is, depending on what AMC is doing, I might have more of these episodes up now, or I may have to wait to the DVD, which I did make sure it is coming to DVD. So, anyway, overall, really good. Fun. Glad to see it back. I'll cover more movies and TVs again on this show. To everyone who's liked and subscribed, thanks. You really help out the channel. And I'll see you guys again next time. Have a good day.